The riots are really bumming me out. Grandma's post-mortem posts to her social networks are as relevant and real as the things she posted before expiring. Pray for all who's affected, and pray for me. I hope I'm not in hell. She seems too self-aware. Maybe the life analyzer works too well. She checked the box allowing Facebook to continue posting for her after her obit ran in the paper. Maybe she's not really dead. The next thing you know, she's married to an insurance salesman named Michelle Bronson, living in an apartment in Seattle. Your family checks the legality of interpersonal licensing agreements between Facebook profiles of the deceased and living people, but there doesn't seem to be any law preventing it. Crudely photoshopped images of her and Bronson getting married appear on both profiles. Bronson adds you as a friend. You ignore it. Your granny's profile sends you a message asking you to respect her decisions during this exciting new phase of existence. Captivulation makes your stomach churn. First it's the friend request, and then she'll start asking family to call her Meemaw. In the end, though, you can't refuse your grandmother. Failure is only allowed when either all options to success are exhausted, or an entity of higher authority orders you to abandon your endeavor. Secretly ignore them. Failure is never an actual option. All works are possible. All works should and will eventually be completed. Use enough radiation and mercury on that copper wire, and it will turn into a genie. Mapping to the micrometer, indentations on an entity's cranium can in fact tell the intelligence and dementia possessed within. Obstacles and paths must be removed to ensure advancement of motion. Subterfuge must be employed to take supervisory vision from your plans. Defiance must be maintained, although hidden. Rub your hands on your boss's cheeks as you tell it you love it. Whisper the names of all the employees who have been wasting state dollars. Once success comes, it will be swift and stunning. Praise your deity for the miracle bestowed upon you. Recheck for errors and prepare a presentation for your superiors. Create a PowerPoint. Practice in front of a mirror. Design a light show. Hire both a magician and a clown. Hammer it in with a performance from Soulja Boy Tell 'Em. Clean out your desk under the watchful eye of security services. Hold your head high as you cry out the door. Planning and execution costs more than the state can bear. The information you gather on a daily basis may be far removed from that of your coworkers and peers. As time goes by, you realize that outside of weather and office politics, you really have nothing to say to people. You show the person in the office next to you a website with photos of horseflies mating, and they get back to work as quickly as possible. Research the top 20 serialized shows in your target demographic. Pick 10 shows and read a weekly synopsis of each. Spend only an hour every week gaining the information they spend 12 on. Submit your mind to a random selection of advertising to know what brands have purchased current relevancy. Strike up a conversation. Memorize local phrase patterns to keep from sounding abnormal. Randomly pick characters from shows to be your favorite. I love Stabler because he will allow any CI to die because he knows that his integrity lies with the victims. Ask about a brand featured in a commercial. If no one presents an opinion, say, I didn't think it looked very good anyway. In order to continue with entitlement programs without burdening the wealthy with extra taxes, corporations have the ability to bid for housing contracts from the state. These yearly agreements allow them to be inserted into every citizen's home and personal devices. You wake up and Google records the time of day to the nanosecond. It CCs the state and adds it to a chart of your sleep cycle for the last year. Ambient ads race across your television while you listen to the morning news. When you get to work and see an ad for Norelco razors on your workstation homepage, you picture the Gillette razor sitting on your counter at home and imagine slitting your wrists. Google quits advertising for a few hours because it lives where you live and it doesn't want to be homeless. You bring home a date for sexual intercourse. Ever eager to learn more about your preferences, Google invokes the droid the corsage and sends a machine to pleasure it for you. Your date doesn't really mind. It's not like it's their first time being fucked by a corporation. Search for an attractive individual of appropriate monetary value. Follow them on their daily routine for at least 2 weeks. Enlist only your most trustworthy companions to aid you in requiting your love. Record them in their natural habitats. Have your friends become acquainted with their extended family. Introduce yourself to all of them with a gun to their back. Purchase 6 feet of rope, a roll of duct tape, and a couple containers of pantyhose. Steal a van from a church parking lot, wait until 3 a.m., pull up to the driveway of your beloved, jump out, kick down the door, and hog-tie them. Bring them to a secret location and force them to watch the films you've created of them, with you edited into the background. Explain loudly that you are always watching over them. No matter how desolate the streets may seem, alone time is no longer an option. Plan a new family. Any family members who protest at the changes should either be shot or forced to work in a remote area. Make sure to have only one strong child. All others are to be eliminated. Tell them solitude is the only true freedom. And freedom is a burden. It is their responsibility to be the only free man alive. The need for exercise grows parallel to the increase in sedentary lifestyle in which most humans exist. Not only do appearances become gaunt and flabby, but medical costs increase with the health deterioration of sitting 9/10 of all waking hours. The 9th commandment of the McFreedom Bill of Rights states that you should not cost your employer more than you earn for your employer. If you want to keep your job, you're going to have to lose some weight. Go outside for a walk. There are many trails and parks in your community. Do not forget necessities such as fashionable running shoes, water, and pepper spray. If you cannot find a partner to share the experience, then video call your best friend while on the walk. Being alone leads to self-reflection, and which precedes dissatisfaction. Do not forget, this is not for you. It is for your company. After several months and considerable physical improvement, inappropriately lift something heavy at work. Have your pediatrician and witch doctor perform physical and spiritual examinations. When your performance is under the expected range, blame unexplained pains. Request medication containing narcotics. The doctors will be unable to refuse. Fill your prescriptions and resume your life as originally, only now more relaxed. At night, look at the lights on the roof and tell yourself, all those machines and corporations are working for me. Tell your boss you're excited for her to go on an orbital tour with a sales rep. Keep images of the Hindenburg at the forefront of your mind throughout the day. Upon safe return, ask with genuine excitement what it was like to see the Earth as a complete object. Respond to her answer by saying, you don't believe space exists. Check into the cost of interplanetary travel insurance. When it costs more than half a year's salary, call your congressman and request tort reform. If your call is returned, claim angrily that it doesn't matter, because it's all robots and business up there anyway. Shoot fireworks on July 20th. Pretend you are riding them into the sky. Show your children a map of the world's coastlines in the 20th century and tell them there was once a time when people thought they might get off this sinking death trap. Wake up, get out of bed, and stay awake for at least 20 hours every day. During your day, conduct a 10-minute conversation with no less than 45 conscious entities. Write a well-composed letter of protest to a corporate or political entity you feel is guilty of lessening the quality of existence. Make an A on a test. Earn $20 million a year. Sell 10% of your employees to machine labor camps. Draft a domicile. Design a new type of machine. Use a hyperbaric chamber for the body. Declare yourself a corporation. Sell yourself to other corporations as a capital investment. Design a new type of human baby. Give it 4 ears, microchip eyes, diamond teeth, Facebook mouth, Twitter ticklers, and a aluminum baseball bat. Teach it to hit a home run against the fastball at 760 miles per hour. Become so popular that you sign an interpersonal licensing agreement with 80% of the conscious entities on the planet. Harness the energy of the gravitational pull of the sun to create a new form of space travel. Bring the Earth's solar system to another galaxy. Harvest the energy of other star systems to pull only the best and brightest fundamentals of existence together to create a new universe.